Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Nacho Problems, where we turn ordinary recipes into extraordinary nachos. I'm Nacho Queen, but you can call me M. After doing crab cakes a few weeks ago, the guys have been begging me for more seafood nachos. So this week we're making coconut shrimp nachos. Coconut shrimp are shrimp that have been breaded in a combination of coconut flakes and breadcrumbs, fried, and then served with a dipping sauce. It's a big favorite of both Jimmy Buffett and Olsen, and they are super excited. So let's get started. Step 1, the cheese. For our cheese, we're going to be making a homemade cocktail sauce. And for that we need half a cup ketchup, 1.5 tablespoons lemon juice, 1 tablespoon Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon horseradish. I'm using a horseradish sauce, which tends to be more mild, so I'll be using 2 tablespoons, 1 clove garlic, and hot sauce to taste. In a small bowl, combine the ketchup, lemon juice, Worcestershire, horseradish, and garlic and mix well. Now let's start with just a couple of dashes of hot sauce, and then we'll get Olsen to taste to see if it needs more. Alrighty then, apparently it did. Let's just mix that in and we'll move on to Step 2, the chips. The shrimp will be our chips, and I think I'm going to cut this recipe in half, but for a full batch you need 1/3 cup of flour, half a teaspoon salt, half a teaspoon pepper, 2 eggs, 3/4 cup of panko, 1 cup shredded coconut, 1 pound raw shrimp. Unless you like extra work, I recommend you getting them already peeled and deveined. Some people also prefer them with the tail still on to give you a little handle while eating, but not a requirement. You also need some oil for frying. We'll start by setting up our breading stations. In one bowl, combine the flour, salt, and pepper, and mix well. In another, combine the panko and coconut. And in the final bowl, add in the egg and give it a good beating. We're going to coat them first in the flour, then into the egg, and finally make sure they get a good coating of coconut. To fry, we're going to use just enough oil to cover the bottom of our pan, heat it to about 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 C, and then carefully place your shrimp into the hot oil, making sure not to crowd them. They're a lot like me after a bad day. They need some space to sizzle. Cook for just 2 minutes before turning to cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. Then remove to a paper towel lined plate, and that's our chips. Next up is Step 3, the toppings. For our toppings, we just have some fresh lemon wedges and some chives. Now that we've got everything together, let's skip ahead to Step 4, let's eat. We'll start with some of our shrimp, drizzle on some cocktail sauce, top with chives, and finish with a lemon wedge for serving. Now let's see who our taste tester will be. And it's Jimmy Buffett. No, Olsen. Jimmy Buffett? Olsen? Jimmy Buffett. Olsen? Jimmy Buffett. Come on, you two. Looks like Olsen won that one. No, actually, it looks like the shrimp might have won that, because it's trying to make an escape. In all honesty, they both really enjoyed this, and keep asking when I'm going to make it again. Well, that's all for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, give it a like, and please consider subscribing if you want to see more nacho videos. If you have an idea for a future video, you can leave a comment below or tag me on the site previously known as Twitter. I'm at NachoProblemsYT. I've also linked my Blue Sky below, but you won't find me on Facebook, Instagram, or Threads. If you're looking to steal my apron, well, that's nacho merch, but you can get your own at a link in the description. I have a confession. I hate the smell of shrimp, and now the entire house smells like it. But unless you try this recipe, that's not your problem. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.